So, Greg, with all-star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. We've got Murray. Connect out there with Garland. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Lillard. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
Connect with it. Funded by Green. Pass to Towns. Four on the clock. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Boston's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. It's blocked, and they're able to recover. Lillard misses. A slow start here for Orlando in this 6-point game. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
And you could sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them.
Pass to George. Puts up a deep 3. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, we've seen very few superstars as unselfish as Jokic. He'll play whatever role is necessary for his team to win.
Boston shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Free throw, good. Jokic. Stan, you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It is tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And for such a young team, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip. And that length and timing make Keegan a terrific shot blocker.
And that one, good. Lillard's got 8 points. Here's Garland. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Pass to connect. To halt the run, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, he's not exactly a highlight reel dunker, but you love to see Jokic throw it down.
Garland, the pass to Jones. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, George. Back to Lillard. Jokic sets the screen for Lillard. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He's got 11.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so Ed Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
at the numbers for George. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's around 18 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
Yeah, and make no mistake, we're watching a special guy here, and his numbers only tell a fraction of the story.
Here's Garland. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Three-pointer, and Jones gets it to go in on the assist by Garland. Garland's got his 3rd assist on the night. Green in the high post. He's coming off a 13-point game against Phoenix. Jokic with the screen on Murray. George, no good. The Magic trail by 6. Down low. Murray down low. Working on George. Murray, good.
Well, you know, this is well within Murray's comfort zone. So you really see him being extra aggressive.
And George kicks to Lillard. Lob pass to George. Jokic draws the double. 5 to shoot. Knocked loose. Stolen by Connect. Garland, the pass to Jones. And the shot is good. Jones has got 8.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Here's Jokic. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Well, what really makes Jokic special inside isn't just his size, but his gracefulness.
Garland finds Connect. A floater. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland. Garland's got 6 assists in the game. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Lillard dishes to Green. Jokic with the screen on Murray. George passes to Jokic, kicks it out to Lillard. Pocket 4, hands it from downtown. He's got 14.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Now, here's Garland. No scoring in this one. Puts the move on, and that one comes up a bit short.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Green passes to Lillard. Beyond the arc. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Celtics leading by 5. Well, there's some recent news, and now on the phone we go to Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, what's going on?
Thank you, Kevin. With the countdown leading up to the trade deadline, the Indiana Pacers front office has been busy. They made a splash with the pickup of Daniel Gafford. That might not seem like a big move, but they're counting on him to play a big role moving forward. As a lob threat, there's not a lot he can't do either.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. The Magic shooting their first free throw of the evening. Throw good, Murray.
And hard not to get excited about Keegan Murray's potential. He can shoot the ball. He rebounds it. If this guy continues to grow his game, he could end up being a high-level impact player.
Now, here is George. Hasn't made one yet. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's his first trip to the line.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
Green, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And both free throws good for Paul George. The Magic trail by 4. Garland, the pass to Green. Pass to Jones. Here's Murray. And it's Connect in the corner. Orlando moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's Green. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
An unconventional shot, no doubt, but it works. Green showing he has the touch to hurt you from there.
Pass to Green. George sets a screen for Green. Shoots over Connect. Rebound by Murray.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Garland with the bucket.
He's a high-volume jump shooter for a reason. Garland has tremendous touch from almost anywhere.
George with the screen on Green. Pass to Fontecchio. Lillard outside. Shoots over Garland. Boston, no good that time either. On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 16-7 run. Jones with the screen on Jokic to the middle. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got 10 points in the game.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Hey, thanks a lot. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, "Basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home, something that's more important than basketball." Back to you, Kevin.
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Here's Garland. Following the basket by Jokic. Pass to Murray. Outside, Jones. Three-pointer. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Jokic. Williams comes in for George. Harris is checked in for Fontecchio. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Josh Green. So it's the Celtics now. They trail by 3. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
And here is Garland. After Spencer Dinwiddie getting his shot to go from deep. Garland against Lillard. Garland Garland with the bucket. Garland's got his second basket of the night.
Fearless move by Garland inside, going for the high percentage shot.
And, GA, you think about high skill level offensive players. Darius Garland near the very top of that list.
Well, the son of an NBA point guard in Winston Garland, Darius has been preparing for this level his entire life. And his offensive package is as polished as anyone.
Number 43, Nick Walker.
Harris with it. Nothing on the board. Just 5 to shoot. On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. Nice trick there to create the shot, but it's no good. Pass to Garland. From outside the arc. Rebound by Williams. Boston trail. Here's Clifford. Good on the shot.
Come on. There was very little resistance inside there from the defense. They have to be better.
Garland feeling it out a little bit. The 19-foot shot rebounded by the Celtics. Their last meeting was in Orlando. There they were unable to fight off the Magic.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find a handle.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. No good on the second free throw. Orlando's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Champagnie, Dinwiddie with the rebound.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Quickly, let's check out the league leaders in assists. The 4th spot held by Darius Garland.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. He hits both from the stripe. And so Garland will bring it up for Orlando. It's a 3-point game. Puts one up from 19. Shot by Champagnie, no good.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Harris finds Dinwiddie. The 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. The drive by Green shoots over Dinwiddie. The Magic again can't hit. Celtics leading by 3. Williams, a screen on Garland. On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. Misses the wing chair. Got it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Boston. He went on an aerial 3-point display, drilling 4 long balls in just the 1 quarter alone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And additionally, they're doing a terrific job getting to the line tonight, and they're turning all those trips into early points.
Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Josh Green. Then it's Williams. Then it's Rob Williams. And it's George in at the small forward position. That's the Boston Five. And it's Green missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
The Celtics with the lead. George passes to Dinwiddie. Floats it up for Williams. And stolen by Murray. Russell against Dinwiddie. Pass to connect. On the wing, Murray. He's guarded by Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Murray, good. Murray's got 7 points in the game. So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know. But you got to decide. You got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight. And you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jokic has checked in for Robert Williams. Fontecchio's coming in for Williams. And Lillard subbed in for Spencer Dinwiddie.
He's so agile at that wing position. The defense has to keep an eye on where Murray is in transition.
Now here's Green. Still yet to score. George sets a screen for Green. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
And it's sent back by Jokic. Over to the left wing. Here's Lillard. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Some nights, Lillard can just keep going and going.
Right side, Towns. Outside, Jones. Towns dishes to Russell. And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Russell against Lillard. Towns a screen on Lillard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Towns gets it to go.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Jokic. He has 7. And the call will be against Dalton Connect. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Well, picking up his 2nd foul, he can still be aggressive, but has to be smart about it.
Jokic finds Green. His ball movement by Boston.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Russell passes to Jones. From past the arc. And it's Fontecchio with the rebound. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Green. Shoots over Connect. Green, no luck.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
Here's Towns. Guarded by Green. Outside, Jones. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Well, we've got a moment now to see this year's three-point contest and how it's shaping up. Let's take a look at some of the top candidates emerging as we see here some players who are likely to make the final cut.
Not too shabby of shooters on this list, Kevin. You got to love the advancement and really the evolution of the three-point shot in today's game.
And you look at Lillard, and at number 4 on the list, he's almost certain to take part in the contest this year. He's going to be excited to let those long-range shots fly in All-Star Weekend.
And the fans have been right to give him so much love. He's deadly from beyond, and he has to be in this contest this season.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Got a moment now to check out the Eastern Conference standings and see where everyone is sitting as things begin to settle down just a bit through the midway point of the season. Look at Orlando. Their season filled with ups and downs. 10th right now in the conference. And, of course, the Boston Celtics, 5 games behind.
Well, I think for Boston, their place in the standings would be a disappointment for just about any team, but especially one with such high expectations.
I agree, guys. I thought they'd be a lot better. Sometimes you can have disappointing years like this, though, and they're not a lot of fun to be a part of.
Now here's Towns. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
Yeah, and how about his work on the defensive side, swatting away several shot attempts.
Now Lillard, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Jones with it. Now Green defending, and that one's good. Russell. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for Orlando.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, stand up in their jerseys tonight. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now, here is Russell. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Celtics. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Lillard. Over Russell. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Magic leading by 5. Now connect. Started by Green. George against Murray. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Second personal foul.
The Magic have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Peterson's checked in, and it's Garland in for Russell. That one misses for Murray.
Well, night in and night out, Murray's solid at both ends. Extremely versatile. You can plug him into pretty much any lineup.
Now, here's Green. Still scoreless. From downtown, again the miss by the Celtics.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter.
Here's Towns. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
He's found something here in this second quarter. This is when you want to keep feeding him.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. A new generation is entering the league, and Draymond Green said these young dudes talk a lot of mess. I don't mind it at all. It's just weird to be in a space where they're like, man, I watched you my whole life. But then they're also talking crazy, saying, you had your run, you're old now. Kevin?
Yep, it flips quick, doesn't it? Thank you, Allie. Deciding to change it up. And let's go to a rundown of the best point guards from the free throw line over the course of the last month. Here is your 2K leaderboard. Damian Lillard, number 1.
Well, he's the guy you want on the free throw line when it matters. I mean, he's a leader and as consistent as they get.
Fontecchio with it. He's against Bamba. They need this. And it's Orlando with the rebound. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Peterson. Scoreless thus far. Jones sets the pick for Garland.
Taking the bump. Garland doesn't hold back and gets rewarded with the foul.
Orlando shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Along for the Magic. Darius Garland, 2 shots.
Free throw good, Garland.
Hard not to like how dynamic Garland is on the floor. He's a high-energy player who works hard to maximize his impact on the game.
And he makes the first but misses the second. Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it, at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Jokic with the steal. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Damian Lillard. Green, the pass to Peterson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue
That pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Robert Williams is checked in for Boston. Williams comes in for Fontecchio.
Who's watching it?
Here's Clifford. Lillard finds Williams. Off target from outside. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 19-6 run. Count that one. Jones has got the lead up to 12 now for Orlando.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Williams for three. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight. Pass to Peterson. Now, here's Bamba. Outside Garland. Pocket 6. Here's Peterson. There's the 3. Boston grabs the miss. Williams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now Lillard. Here's Clifford. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got his 4th rebound in this one.
What a smart play by Jones. Staying with his motion and just letting the defense come and foul him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Herbert Jones taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And Jones understands his role on this team, which is to help space the floor and defend with ferocity.
Boston making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. And so Jones nails both of them.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Clifford. And here is Williams. Headed by Green. Here's Clifford. On the wing, Williams. Boston needs to get off a shot. Dinwiddie. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jump.
To the inside. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Celtics have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Celtics, Clifford. At the line for 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The Magic making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Magic leading by 9. Outside, Jones. Garland with a screen on Harris. Here's Jones. Williams with the block. 1:39 left to play in the first half. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Celtics have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
At the line for 2, Williams.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Williams.
Hey, guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And Williams drops them both. 1:37 left in the second quarter. Garland, the pass to Bamba. Outside, Jones. And here is Green. Fires for three. And the basket by Jones. Jones has got 20 points.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Pick by Williams. Dinwiddie kicks to Harris. Lets it go with a three. And it's Darius Garland with the rebound. And so Garland will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 10-point lead. Jones looking for an opening. Pass to Green. Fires the three. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Jones has got the lead up to 12 now for the Magic.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Dinwiddie passes to Williams. To the paint. Here's Clifford. Fade away. The rebound by Champagnie.
Yeah, that's a missed opportunity. Great look. Just couldn't finish.
Driving the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Orlando, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
2 shots.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. And the Celtics with possession here, trailing by 13. They host the Spurs after this one. And that'll be the 4th of this 5-game homestand. Boston again missing. And so it's the Orlando Magic looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, where's your team getting its confidence and energy from in that first half?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of it off our defensive stops, and then once we got into a rhythm, then just started to, just make some tough ones, which sometimes happens when you see the ball go in.
Defense set the tone, though. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
And get ready for the fan half-court shot. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Player of the Month awards are in. Let's check them out. Looking at the East, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, you see how he creates the offense? Efficient, high-volume scorer. He makes the plays for others. Man, this guy's great. He never wears down.
Also, defensively, Shai will challenge you and pick your pocket.
And looking now at that first half where everything was going wrong for the Boston Celtics.
Well, their problems start on the backboard, and it's not just a few unlucky bounces. It's an activity, Shaq.
Which is something you can fix if you want to, but I'm not seeing a lot of want to from them.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You gotta like what Herbert Jones has done in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Orlando leading by 13. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half. They've got Darius Garland. Keegan Murray is out there with Herbert Jones. Then it's Dalton Connect, and it's Towns in at the 5 spot. The Celtics shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Jokic passes to Green. Here's the 3, and the 3 ball is good. Green's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Celtics.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Murray outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. A shot by George, wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. George has got it back down to single digits for the Celtics. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Towns. Good defense by Jokic.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors, starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Lillard against Garland. And the wide open shot from Green. A 3-pointer off the mark.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Garland, the pass to Towns. Back to Garland, and stolen by Lillard. Here's Jokic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And that's now 9 points for Jokic.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Pass to Garland. Outside, Towns. Back to Garland. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Damian Lillard.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved. A sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
The first free throw is good.
So good at getting his team involved. Garland has become a difference maker.
Both free throws good from Garland. Here's Lillard. 20 points for him. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot. Lillard's got 23 points.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, taking away the lead is never easy. But a rally like this is how you do it.
Jones sets the pick for Garland. Another miss by Orlando.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Pass to Jokic. Murray against George. Jokic with the screen on Murray. Shot clock at 5. Inside is Jokic territory.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
check out the numbers for Karl-Anthony Towns. He's averaging 19 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Pass to Murray. Orlando moving the ball around. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Murray against George. Back to Towns. Jokic with the block.
No slouch on defense. Jokic sending it back in the paint.
Here's Lillard. That misses off the backboard. Orlando leading. Towns dishes to Murray. With a break in the action, let's now bring up the 2K leaderboard and look at the league's top scorers over the past 10 games. Damian Lillard is second.
Quite a role he's been on. I mean, a pure scoring display. Eventually, teams might find an answer for him, but that's not been the case here lately.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And with his mobility, Murray doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time to be effective. His movement and energy alone puts pressure on the defense.
And so Murray nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Lillard outside. Right wing. Inside. George. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got his 6th rebound on the night. Pass to Garland. Back to Murray. Now here's Towns. 6 on the shot clock.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard, his last 10 games have been exceptional, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And what he's doing right now, carving up defensive schemes at will, second best scorer in the league. It's just a marvelous thing to watch and appreciate. That one is off. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for Jones. Good on the second free throw.
And right now at about 85% from the line, that's up from where it was in that first half.
Pass to Jokic. Here's George. Jokic sets the screen for George. Elbow shot is on the way. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. George has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And got to be confident in that mid-range. And Paul George certainly is.
Right side Towns. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Lillard. And here's the fast break. Jokic leading the way. And Green slams it in.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a bounce.
Russell finds Towns. And here is Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Garland the pass to Murray. From deep. Rebound Boston. Jokic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. For the lead. Clutching that range, Nikola Jokic.
And how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The Magic making a switch here. Peterson's checked in. Orlando's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. On the wing, Murray. Outside, Russell. 6 to shoot. Outside for Murray. No good, unable to end this run.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Outside, George. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, defensively, they just look lost in the second half. They need to turn up their intensity and get back to the way they were defending in the first half.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And another thing, guys, they dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
George, no good on the free throw. Here's Jokic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Now it's a 6-point Boston lead.
And in the first half, it was a struggle offensively, shooting a very low percentage, but it hasn't prevented them from grabbing the lead, and now they're shooting it much better here in the second.
Well, you can count on Towns to finish with strength anytime he has the chance.
Pass to Lillard. Now here is George. Here's Jokic, defended by Towns. Williams kicks to George. From 12 feet out. And again, it's Boston converting.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
Green against Russell. Outside Garland. Towns a screen on Lillard. Garland, no good. Boston leading by 6. Now Lillard, who's got 23. Jokic with a screen on Garland. And Lillard gets double teamed. Towns with the defensive effort.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And stolen by Lillard. Williams up on top. The 19-foot shot. Here's Jokic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Keegan Murray.
Well, that's the thing about Jokic. He makes you work defensively throughout the game.
Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear #1, but that second spot is up for debate, and it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
The first one falls.
Well, the metronome-like consistency of Jokic, one reason he's a multiple-time league MVP.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Green comes in for Keegan Murray. And Jokic drops them both. The Magic trail by 8. Garland dishes to Bamba. Green bounce pass. And here's Garland for 3. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc in this half.
Dinwiddie passes to Jokic. Williams against Green. 5 on the clock. Shot from free throw range. Williams can't get it to go. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Orlando. Down low. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
And with the score as close as it is, these are the opportunities you truly can't allow. Look, if I'm one of his teammates, I just keep getting him the ball. He has been lights out.
Here's Peterson. The rebound by the Celtics.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
Yeah, that definitely wasn't the shot they were looking for. You got to keep the ball moving in that situation.
At the line for your Celtics, Williams. At the line for 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. There's a check in for the Celtics. And a switcher also for Orlando. Champagne's checked in. And he sinks the second. The Magic trail by 6. Outside, Russell. Bamba setting the pick for Russell. Pass to Champagne. Shot clock at 6. Green with a screen on Dinwiddie. Such a wide open look. Garland's got 9 points now in the quarter.
You have to take Garland seriously at the arc. He is a talented shooter. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Personal foul. 2 foul.
By Green. Jokic sets the screen for Dinwiddie. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Here's Bamba. Rebound by Williams. Celtics leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Jokic has got 22 points.
And he just makes it look so easy at times. Once Jokic gets going, there's almost no chance of slowing him down.
Now, here's Green. Champagnie passes to Bamba. Russell with a wide open look. Off target from three-point range. Boston's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Got that one up quick. And it's a 7-point Boston lead. Outside, Green, pass to Russell. And here is Garland. 5 to shoot. But Trey. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Not everything fell for him in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Pass to Bamba. Outside Garland. And nothing is falling for him right now.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Jokic kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Jokic. Shot from the top of the key. A shot off that time.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And so it's Boston going into the break with a 10-point lead. Trailing to start the quarter, they battled hard and pulled off a tremendous comeback. Now enjoying the lead. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Spencer Dinwiddie. Bob Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's George in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this stats.
Here's Russell with the 3. Rebound by the Celtics.
Oh, not a good look there, guys. No one near him, and he still flings one off the rim.
And now a look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be playing against Tyler Hero and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Saturday, they'll go up against Jalen Williams and the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Boston making a switch here. Fontecchio's checked in. Dalton Connect, he's checked in for the Magic. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Boston Celtics. The layup missed.
And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead.
Here's Towns. Williams with the block.
Yeah, Williams gets at least one swat a game. He's got great anticipation.
Josh Green's checked in for Dinwiddie.
Josh Green.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Connect. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Williams sets a screen for Green. A new 14 for Boston. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Clock at 6. Picked by Williams to the inside. That ball's nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
Well, every team needs a guy like Williams who's willing to do the dirty.
Now, here is Russell. Outside, Jones. Russell inside, covered by Lillard.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Magic, D'Angelo Russell taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Whether it's points, steals, or passes, Russell is out here working hard to give you what you need.
And so Russell hits them both.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
Now, here's Green. A three-pointer, no good.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Towns is doubled. It's stolen by Green. One-on-one here. And he comes up with the deuce. Fontecchio's got the lead up to 14 now for Boston.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Here's George, and there are the Celtics with another basket.
Wow, he's found his game offensively here in the second half. Really has turned things around.
Here's Connect, guarded by Green. Outside, Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Towns. Williams with the block.
Showing off his talent for erasing shots. Williams had that one totally anticipated.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Now here's Jones. Towns sets the pick for Jones. A putback, and it's Towns on the follow.
Well, just look at the numbers for Towns. He's been amongst the league leaders in offensive rebounds a few times.
Pass to Williams. Here's George. Williams, a screen on Murray. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Well, this is where Williams gets most of his points. Rolling off the screen, ready to catch and finish.
Towns looking around. On the wing, Jones. He's covered by Fontecchio. Jones, no luck. The Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Outside, Green. Pass to George. To the paint. He's looking for Williams and finds him. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass. Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Pass to George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And the first one at the line is good. Darwin is checked in for Orlando. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Jones at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Jones.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so Jones nails both of them. And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue
to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Peterson the pass to Garland. It's hauled in by Harris.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Outside, George. In the corner, it's Harris. There's the triple. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 6 assists in the game. Here's Garland. Outside, Jones.
And that's the thing about Garland. He can wiggle in there and create chaos.
Third team foul. At the line for the Magic, Darius Garland, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Throw good, Garland. So, GA, between the NBA Cup, the play-in, the new All-Star game formats, the NBA not averse to some experimentation.
No doubt. And listen, not all the ideas have been successful, right? But overall, that willingness to innovate has paid off. The world doesn't stand still, and neither should the NBA.
And since halftime, he's made a concerted effort to get to the line. Be aggressive. Great stuff.
Jones from outside. Rebound by the Magic. Bamba's got 8 rebounds in this game. Jones against Garland. To the middle. Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
He can take over, or Garland able to facilitate.
Harris outside. Jokic sets the screen for Harris. Cranes the three-pointer.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Garland the pass to Peterson. Here's Champagnie. Bamba setting the pick for Garland. Bamba inside. He's against Jokic. Bamba's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Jones, that's for 2. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Bamba a screen on Jones. Garland the pass to Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Pass to Clifford. Here's Harris. Peterson grabs the miss. Peterson's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Garland has it in the corner. Bamba setting the pick for Garland. Releases from the wing and drills it. Garland's got 13 points in the second half. Harris against Christie. Jokic with the screen on Garland from 18 feet away. Jokic with the bucket. 24 points for Jokic.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
Garland the pass to Christie. Bamba a screen on Jones. Here's Champagnie. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Jokic. Now Harris. Back to Jokic. For the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And with so many teams, Stan, filling roster spots with rookie contracts, the importance of drafting well continues to rise.
Oh, absolutely it does, Kevin. The quicker you can get those guys up to speed and helping you on their rookie contracts where they're at least relatively lower priced, helps your salary cap situation, helps you fill out the roster with quality players.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. George is checked in for Williams, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for Jones. D'Angelo Russell's checked in for the Magic. So he gets them both. 1:57 left in the game. Here is Lillard. Outside, George. From deep, Jokic. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Pass to Peterson.
Shooting for Orlando, Peterson. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Now, here is George. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Boston.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And this is a win they wanted badly, guys. They did not want to get swept in the season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jokic.
He did all the dirty work that they needed, clearing out space underneath and securing rebounds.
Here's Lillard. Darius Garland picking up that last basket. Harris, bounce pass. George in the post. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
And it's just competing. Giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Here's Champagnie. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Garland.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they've made. Terrific, Allie, thanks. And that about wraps it up. And for all of us here at the...
散了才能聚，你不出手，说了哉。才从八方来。